The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now we see the Packers coming out, their first drive on offense, and at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Rodgers again now. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Rodgers with the handoff.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and
and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Here's James. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise second-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
On the draw, here's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain there of 21 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Sanders. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Ball carrier. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
First down carry by Sanders. Well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Green Bay.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. The left side throw complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Packers first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Down to the 25.
33, Aaron.
Mikel Roby brings him down.
Tackled at the
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brought down at the 31.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. And an Eagle first down.
They go play action with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Sanders, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Whoosh. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Eagles.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. David Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Eagles 9.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will take that down in a big way.
Like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Rodgers. Punches with a catch over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
17, Eagles 9.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Sanders, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sanders, the ball.
Miles Sanders, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
For the point after.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes looking into the snowflakes and he muffs it. Now with 3 series, he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 3-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Now 3rd and 15.
Rodgers now throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points, let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They have 3 yards and first down, just 1 yard there. 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to
looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
To the sideline.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay.
For the Packers.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
King there defensively.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range down at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Now James returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Eagles.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 14-yard line.
Bird sets up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They go back to the ground with Sanders, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards there and a first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again to Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's James. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sanders, the Eagles.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Hurts on the keeper. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
They'll try and run 4 with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to Sanders on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Sanders, the Eagle ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain.
Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Rodgers pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Sanders.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Eagles.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to work. And 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warming up in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Marquez Valdez
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Carter, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Robert Tanyan was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Rolling to his right. He'll drop. Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. And it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 24. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Ball carrier.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.